Okay.
And he wanders off back into town, assuming that Bramble and Thorn will never be seen again.
Rolls eyes. We're gonna be seen just fine, thank you. Right. So,
I meant Briar. Sorry, Bramble. Briar and Thorn will never be seen again. He doesn't trust the swamps. You know.
I mean, he shouldn't, to be fair. But, Bramble is going to do her best to make sure that all mules and party members come back safely. Now that
I hope they eat the stuff that grows in the marsh so that we didn't bring any photo.
What, the mules?
Yeah, they can eat the swamp grass. It won't hurt them.
You should be fine. Right. So, which job shall we take care of first?
Whichever one we run into first, in my opinion.
Well, we know the approximate locations of both, right?
Yep. You should be able to see 2 red marks on your map.
Right.
On the map that's up.
So which one's the closer one?
This one is the goods, and the further one away is the criminal.
Okay. So I guess we're going for the goods.
Okay.
It was goblins that stole the goods, yes?
Yes.
Bandits.
Bandits.
I thought it was goblins.
Was it goblins?
It's
Yeah.
goblins.
Oh, okay. Yes, goblins. Goblins.
Goblin bandits.
Goblin bandits, even worse. This is a question, but like as they start getting into the marsh,
No, not
Bramble's
really.
gonna look around for like signs of snapped twigs, goblin footprints to lead them closer.
Okay. It has been a few days.
Right.
And because of the soggy nature, you're pretty sure you can follow the path. Actually, go ahead and give me a survival check. It's taken you most of the day to get to the edges of the swamp. You're not going to get far into the swamp before you need to rest.
Okay.
Are we all doing the survival check or just Brad?
Anyone who thinks they might be able to track.
Well, normally I would be able to, but I got a shitty roll on that.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Linda overestimated her skills, considering.
Yeah, they don't count as any of those. Okay.
Generala is spending too much time figuring out how to handle this mule that she really isn't paying too much attention to.
All right, so Mercy and Bramble, you see some few-day-old scuff marks heading pretty much due west. As you guys are nearing the edge of nightfall, you do come across what looks like a campsite. It's several days old. It may not have been used by the thieves.
If we're close to camping, I suggest we camp outside the swamp.
Fine with me.
All right. You've traveled 16 miles today with no encounters.
Wow.
Generalis like, oh, this pace is so slow.
Hey, some of us are 4'8" and don't have your legs, girl.
Has nothing to do with the length of my legs.
So I'm going to set up a hammock pretty high up in the tree.
Okay.
And the way I'm kind of doing it is I am going to take the rope and pretend to like softball throw it up, but it's just going to float over the top of the tree and then come down. And then
Okay.
I'm going to do that with the other side, and then tie it up properly and go up.
All right.
And Bramble's just going to climb the tree.
Nestle
with
in
her
a branch.
claws. Yep.
I'm gonna set up my tent on a piece of dryish land.
I'm going to do the same. We'll see if I'm any good at it. I mean, land is not really my element.
Are there any shackles or whatever for the?
Yes. Yes, they would have been given to you.
Was I shown how to use them?
They're just wrist shackles with a chain attached.
All right, I'm gonna tie up the mule near some food and take everything off it.
All right.
Well, at least the packs, anyways.
It's easy to see how the harness goes on and off.
Are the mules drop rain trained?
I'm sorry, I missed that. What?
Are the mules drop rain trained?
Yes, but you might want to anchor them in case something comes in the night.
I'm going to start a fire with my fire starter.
Okay.
We should set watches.
We should, yes. That is a good idea.
I'll take first watch.
All right. I will take second.
I will take third.
Excellent.
It may be beneficial if we double up if anyone's available.
So how long do you consider watches?
They're
4 hour.
Mm-hmm. I usually do 3 a night. About 3 hours apiece. So there's like a half hour as everybody's settling down that the first watch starts, and then a half hour as everybody's starting to wake up in the morning. Kind of covered. And then 6 straight hours of just people watching. So first watch will have about a half hour while everybody's still kind of awake but settling down. And then they'll have the 2.5 hours of just them being awake. And then they wake up the next ones for the 3 hours. So middle watch is kind of just lonely.
So,
And then third watch kind of bleeds a half hour over everybody waking up.
who is on second watch?
This Bramble.
Bramble?
Are you doing 2s for watches or just 1?
Mercy will share the dawn watch.
Zal will technically help anybody on watch, watching from my hammock.
Okay. Have you told the party about Zal?
No.
Okay. So.
We know he's haunted.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
What's up?
We lost Bramble.
Yeah. No.
Their Discord drops quite often.
Cool.
Hopefully it's not another earthquake.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. We lost Bramble.
I was thinking about telling Bramble, using my awakened mind, about Sal.
Okay. Well, you'll have to wait until Bramble gets back. Yeah, we lost Bramble completely. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay, so who was first watch?
I am. Belinda.
Belinda.
I've got a 2-person tent, and I promise not to molest anybody. If they need it, they can share mine. I'm quite capable of behaving respectfully, although it may not.
Hey, Belinda,
Yeah,
what do you think of fiends and the like?
fiends.
Yeah.
I had a first mate who was one of them. Drank me under the table.
So, not a kill on sight kind of girl?
Nah. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone, you know. I've seen stranger things than them, you know.
All right.
Why? Are you a fiend?
No, I've got a friend that is, and occasionally I talk to myself.
You talk to your fiend or you talk to yourself?
My fiend, basically.
Does your fiend have a name?
Zal.
Is it willing to come out and say hello? I mean,
I'll do a little whisper, kind of like, you want to say hello? You hear, you see an imp kind of appear and bows graciously. Hi, my name is Zal. I'm an imp.
well, hello there, Zal. I'm Belinda Sunshine.
It offers its hand to you as if to shake it.
I shake its hand.
Um,
I don't know if I'm actually able to feel anything, but I put my hand out and move it up and down.
Oh no, you feel it. It's actually there. He bows as kind of shakes your hand. Well met.
Good to have you along. Anything I need to know about working with?
Nope, but I will be joining you on all of the watches. Well, whomever. Yeah.
Right.
And I will
Thanks.
help them out. So anybody paying attention would also be able to see Imp. Zal. And speaking of the imp offers you a gallon of whiskey.
Now that's what I like to see in a new acquaintance. Thank you ever so.
Do I overhear this conversation?
Yes.
Have you enslaved that imp?
No.
Is that imp working for you against its own will?
No.
What makes you so sure? It is a demon. It has a mind of its own.
And whiskey, yeah. Make friends and maybe he'll share it with you too. It's not bad stuff.
I will not stand for the imprisonment of any race, no matter how vile they are.
Sal, you might want to get away from the scary lady. I'm not sure if she's going to kill you or not.
Can I speak with the imp?
The imp can speak for itself.
Imp, have you...
Oh,
It's not a name, it's Val.
Val?
Zal.
Zal.
Zal, do you work for this man of your own free will?
How would he answer that? We have a contract or an arrangement.
What does Zal get out of this?
Zal watches over.
Mercy says, just barely under her breath, he gets the fish boy's soul if he dies.
Yeah.
So he has, Gerald has traded his soul to the imp, and in turn, the imp serves Gerald.
Like a business arrangement.
I don't like it.
Well, it's not your arrangement. I say
Maybe not, but it's very close to enslavement, of which I cannot endure.
The imp says, if anyone's enslaved, it's Gerald, not me.
That's right. Sal's got a vested interest in not rescuing Gerald from any trouble he gets into.
Welcome back, though.
I wouldn't make that arrangement myself, but, not my problem.
I will let it go for now.
So Bramble missed is that Gerald has presented his imp or mentioned his imp familiar, and there's been a slight kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle, eh?
A discussion.
Generala cannot stand the idea of any intelligent being being enslaved.
And that's perfectly reasonable. I don't think it's a good idea myself.
Gerald,
Well,
did you?
I suppose the simple answer to that question is to simply call for the imp and ask it if it's enslaved.
Which happened.
Oh. And it said no?
It is not.
Okay. So
They have a
then,
business arrangement.
Yes, exactly. Then it is not slavery. Then,
Yes, so Generala is letting it go.
I see. Okay. I'm sorry, my internet just decided to cut out on me because, well, I won't go into that, but where I am is just, they don't know what they're doing in regards to internet. Long story, I'll leave it. Have we set up the watches?
We have Belinda on 1, you on 2, and Mercy and Generala on 3rd.
You were going to ask something, Mercy?
I was just curious if Gerald had said that the imp is a familiar, or he just introduced.
He just introduced him. That was my slip up. That is information you do not know.
Oh, hi. This is my imp.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty much.
Hello. This is an imp associate of mine.
Yep.
Hey, Jason, can you change your screen name to your character name?
Sure.
That way I'll be able to remember it.
And Zal, the imp, has mentioned that he will be assisting anyone on watches because Zal does not need to sleep. Or, at the very least, can sleep during the day.
Better?
Oh, I think she meant in Roll20.
And you're a wizard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, roll 20. I'm sorry, please. But it's good in Discord too.
Mm-mm.
You could just do the first name.
Right. So, I think it's prudent as a cautionary measure that we have 2 people on watch, on every watch. So, does anyone want to join me for second watch?
I think
You know what? Since I'm not a magic user, I should probably be on second because the others need to have full sleep.
All right.
So I'll join Bramble on second, and then Alabaster and Gerald can take first or and third.
Okay, that sounds good.
So is Gerald or Alabaster taking first with Belinda?
I'll take first.
All right.
Excellent.
So it's Alabaster and I on third.
Yes.
Belinda, do you want the fire out,
Faster.
or do you want me to leave it on?
I'm sorry, what were you asking? You cut out in the middle.
Would you like the fire out, or would you like it on?
Just let it burn down natural like.
There is room. I have a 2-person tent, so if someone else wants to be in the tent, they can bring their sleeping bag.
Are you guys settling in for the night?
I think so, yes.
Yep.
After a wonderful dinner of breakfast leftovers, I think we have enough.
Yes.
Other than rations, yeah, that's all you've got. So, as those who are, well, all of you hear the whine and buzz of small insects.
Maybe we should leave that fire going.
Both of biting and non. You hear crickets. You hear the whippoorwill of a crane deep in the marshes as it carries. And just the normal night sounds of being out in the country away from town. It's quiet.
So
Peaceful.
while it's that kind of peaceful, I'm going to cast dancing lights, and I'm going to create 4 orbs that spin slowly around camp to at the low light line from the campfire to extend the light out a bit further. I'm just kind of having it moving around as a constant circle, so that way any of the mosquitoes and whatnot would be attracted to the light and not to us, just to keep them a little bit further away from the camp.
All right. Which of you has the higher perception?
So
Or
my
actually, yeah, decide between the two of you who has the higher perception, and then that person rolls at advantage.
I've got a +2.
Okay, so technically you have the higher. For passive perception, I have a 16, but that's because I
I have
roll
a
at
12.
advantage.
You want to take it or you want me to?
You have the higher if you're rolling at
All right,
advantage.
here we go.
Yeah.
All right. You see the occasional possible thing that may be glowing eyes in the night, but nothing is hostile, nothing is just occasionally on the swamp side from the long grasses, you see the occasional light. You're not sure if it's foo lights or some creature, but nothing comes very close to camp.
Looks like some creatures are checking us out, but nothing looks like it wants to take us on. Just
I was thinking, with my dancing lights here, I could make them a little red dot and run them across the ground so Bramble could chase them.
now don't go talking like that.
All right. So your watch is uneventful.
The time comes, I go and wake up Bramble and Jim.
Oh, as in my watch. Okay.
Watch already? Okay.
Cuddle down in my tent.
It is the deep of night. Gerald, are you able to keep those lights up while you're asleep? Or no?
No, those lights
All
didn't go
right.
down.
All right. So Bramble and Generala have just the firelight, which is burning low. It hasn't burned all the way down yet, but it's lowering.
I throw one or two logs on it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I'm gonna put a couple of logs on the fire to keep some light.
Okay. I have, I believe it's dark vision.
I was going to say, you can probably see further without the fire.
Yeah. That's okay. I am staying up in the tree, though.
Okay. Which of you has the higher perception?
I have a 4.
I have a 4 as well.
Okay.
Since we're at different vantage points, we should both roll anyways, in my opinion.
All right. No advantage though.
All right. Oh, does my background apply here? Well, actually, I should. Yes,
I do believe it does.
it does. Okay. Background blue. Interesting. So, do I detect? Wait, hold on. How does this work? Never mind. I'll ask that later since I don't know.
And no, you don't sense any of that around.
Okay.
But Generala, you see the occasional flicker that might be eyes catching the light, but you don't see what it belongs to, and it doesn't come any closer.
Were we told that this was seen at during the previous watch?
I would assume so. Did you tell them?
That there was eyes out there?
Yeah.
We just all we would have said is that we saw wildlife out there. Didn't really make a note of it.
Okay. Did you? So, but you did mention that they were there.
Yeah, mentioned wildlife.
Okay. Shinrala,
Yes.
you stay here. I'm going to go find out what those eyes are.
Very well.
Actually, from your vantage point, what you see is the occasional raccoon, the occasional possum, and one lone wolf. But it doesn't come close to camp. It just steps out of the swamp, comes just outside the normal range of vision, stops back and forth a second, and then it returns into the swamp. Sorry. There's a you see a couple raccoons, a couple possums, and then you see a solitary wolf step out of the swamp to just outside the edge of the light, kind of pace back and forth, and then turn around and walk back into the swamp.
Okay. So, seeing the solitary wolf pace around the edge of the swamp, Bramble is going to load her hand crossbow and then just keep an eye out for it if it comes back.
Okay.
Because usually wolves don't travel alone, so.
All right. The rest of your watch.
Wolves around, so do keep an eye out. It seemed to be investigating us.